later. And OPEC is keeping oil production unchanged after meeting in Vienna this morning. Saudi Arabia's oil minister says OPEC members are very happy with the situation and is saying there's good demand, reliable supply, and beautiful, he says, beautiful prices. Huh. Well, for an instant audit on this, let's go to Doug Flynn of Flynn Zito Capital Management and Bob O'Brien of Barron's. Gentlemen, thank you both. Bob, let me begin with you. Are those prices so beautiful? Is it right where OPEC would like them?
Well, I suspect OPEC is happier with them than consumers, certainly consumers in the United States. At this juncture. You know, you've got prices that are trading pretty much at about a one-year high. OPEC probably, I mean, there was very little drama or attention to this decision coming into the OPEC meeting. I don't think anybody was expecting that they would announce any kind of production increases. So we're basically getting status quo, which means we're not going to see these prices coming down anytime soon.
Yeah, probably. And then, Doug, the inventory is also building up ahead of the big summer driving season in the U.S. Where do you see oil prices going from here? Do you think they're going to stay in this same rough approximate range?
I think so. I agree with Bob. I think it could go up a little bit more. We're at a high since October 2008. We're nowhere near the all-time high, so you have a little bit of room there. Of course, OPEC would like the prices to be even higher so they can make more money. But they don't want them too high so that it changes demand. But you're going right into the summer driving season, and I don't think the prices are high enough to really, you know, stop people from doing what they would normally do. You have to get quite a bit higher from here. So that's why you have a little bit of room here to go up before longer term settling down a little bit.
Yeah, and Doug, another interesting note about this, OPEC now estimates that the compliance among the cartel members right around 50%, which means about close to 50% are actually lying. Yes, we're in compliance, but really we're not. So, I mean, we have to take all of these numbers with a grain of salt, really, don't we?
Even that 50% number, is it really 50%? That's their number. So, yeah, I agree. I think they don't really have as much control as they like to purport that they do. There's always a rogue nation who will fill a need if the price is high enough.
Yeah, they're so dependent on the revenue from this. Bob, we're being told that the $82 a barrel mark right now is being driven primarily by demand from China. Do you think that's true? And what happens if China's, potential bubbles burst? What would that do to the price of oil?
Well, that would obviously have an effect because China is clearly the big, at least the big marginal consumer. The United States is obviously still the long-term consumer of the international energy output, but China is that marginal increase out there. And so I just suspect that China's economy looks like it's fairly robust. I think that OPEC probably has some pretty good confidence that the demand from that emerging part of the world is going to persist here and that they don't have a real risk that you're going to see something like that fall off the table anytime soon.
All right, very good. Bob and Doug, thank you so much. Talking about the beautiful prices of oil right now.